On a bright Sunday afternoon in Lagos, the city shimmered like it had been polished by angels.
Let the good times roll!
And in the heart of Banana Island lived Bayo Adeyemi.
I'm the one they watch, the style, the vision, the moves, living the dream, setting the pace. This is how we do it.
The kind of man people called a complete Lagos big boy. Handsome in a way that made heads turn twice. Tall, broad-shouldered, dark like midnight silk. He drove cars that announced his arrival before he stepped out. He owned properties that whispered wealth. But the most beautiful thing in his life was not his empire. It was Kemi. They met at a charity gala 7 years earlier. Kemi had worn a simple emerald dress, her smile brighter than the chandeliers. She wasn't loud. She wasn't flashy. But she carried herself with quiet dignity. Bayo fell that night, and he fell hard.
Yes, of course.
Their love was fast, fierce, and intoxicating. Within a year, they were married in a ceremony that shut down half of Lekki. The wedding trended for days. Blogs called them Lagos's golden couple, and honestly, they were. For the first 5 years, their home was filled with laughter, soft kisses in the kitchen, midnight conversations about the future, and vacations in Dubai and Santorini. They prayed together, built businesses together, dreamed together. The only thing missing was a child.
When are we having our own kids?
Very soon, baby.
At first, it was a joke. Enjoy yourselves first, friends would say. They did. But by the 6th year, the whispers grew teeth. Bayo's mother began visiting more frequently. His aunties stopped smiling at Kemi the way they used to.
Can't just be here eating for nothing. We need children.
You need an heir, his uncle said one evening, sipping palm wine. A family like ours cannot end like this.
It is high time you find every means to have your own children.
Tests were done. Prayers were prayed. Fastings were observed. Specialists were consulted in Lagos and even abroad. The verdict? Nothing conclusive. No clear problem. Just no pregnancy. Slowly, the pressure began to chip at their once perfect love. Bayo grew quieter. Kemi grew more anxious. Nights that used to end in soft laughter now ended in silence. Then came Lolade. Lolade was Kemi's younger sister.
He chased me out from the house. I've always told you to stop being arrogant.
3 years younger but worlds apart in personality. Where Kemi was calm, Lolade was fire. Where Kemi was reserved, Lolade was magnetic. Her relationship had just crashed. Her fiancé, a tech bro with a wandering eye, had thrown her out, accusing her of being too much woman to handle. Kemi didn't hesitate. "You're my sister. This is your home." Bayo agreed. At first, it felt harmless. Lolade was grateful. She cooked sometimes. She laughed loudly at Bayo's jokes. She brought youthful energy into a house that had started to feel heavy. But Lolade was breathtaking. The kind of beauty that made men forget their names.
I am beautiful.
Her curves were poetry. Her skin glowed like honey under sunlight. Even when she was just tying her wrapper in the kitchen, there was something dangerously feminine about her. Bayo noticed. He tried not to, but he noticed. It started small, a prolonged glance, a compliment that lingered too long, a hand brushing accidentally, and neither withdrawing quickly enough. And Lolade? She noticed his attention. At first, she ignored it. Then she entertained it. Then she fed it. One evening, Kemi traveled to Abuja for a 2-day business summit. It was supposed to be routine. That night, rain poured heavily in Lagos. Power went out briefly. The house was dim.
Bayo, why can't you check? Perhaps you can fix the generator.
Okay.
Lit only by backup lights and tension. Lolade came downstairs wearing one of Kemi's old silk robes. "Generator is acting funny," she said softly. Bayo fixed it, but something else was already broken. The silence between them wasn't innocent anymore. Words weren't needed. Loneliness, ego, desire, pressure, all collided in one reckless moment. And a line that should never have been crossed was crossed. Afterward, guilt hung heavy in the air. Bayo avoided her eyes the next morning. Lolade locked herself in her room. They promised it was a mistake, but forbidden things have a strange pull. It happened again and again. Each time they told themselves it was the last, until 2 months later. Lolade stood in the bathroom staring at 2 pink lines on a pregnancy test. Her hands shook. Her heart pounded so loudly she thought it might burst. When she told Bayo, the color drained from his face. "What have we done?" he whispered.
God help me. How will I face Kemi in a situation like this?
For years, he and Kemi had tried desperately for a child. And now, this. With her sister. The irony was cruel. The universe had answered, but in the most devastating way possible.